Hey guys, Jay and Jared here with NVE Gaming, back for some more Ultra Moon.
Yeah, so I think
After we got through the BS of Faba last episode.
now it's time for the BS of Guzma.
Also, how does he just run through all those grunts without battling them?
He's, remember Team Skull, he cheats, he doesn't follow the rules. There's like an Uku billion.
Very technical term.
Whatever that means. I mean, at least it was billion and not like bajillion or some fake number. I don't really know what the Uku is supposed to mean, but I guess just a lot.
It's a howism.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This is one of the Pokemon you can pet.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, of course, man. You don't just like wander around to every corner of every area you go to.
I mostly do, but I missed that one.
Dude, I like this sweet music too.
That was not worth it for two full
It's
heals.
like a weird like electro jazz with this like sweet static buzz in the background. Like oh man, and then we get even sweeter music. This is awesome. This area has the best combinations of music in the game.
Yeah, I'd agree with that generally. I do really like Team Skull music, especially the Guzma music. That one's
Yeah. The post game music in this area is pretty good too, if I remember correctly. For the like post game. I keep wanting to say DLC. It's not DLC, but just like extra content episode thing at the end. Which that'll be really fun to record. Everything's level like 1,000. Sorry, everything's level Uku 1,000.
That's more accurate.
Yeah, so I was thinking earlier, because the DLC is out, which is another reason why I kept thinking the word DLC. But I need to go back and play more Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah.
But I kind of like, I'm torn because I have like a really like super far in save file with like almost every piece of armor, a lot of which are like upgraded to like the 3rd stage. I spent a lot of time grinding in that game. But I also haven't played since the first DLC came out, so I haven't played with Master Mode yet, so I'm kind of tempted to go back and play through with Master Mode.
Master Mode is a bitch.
But then I'm going to lose all my progress. It's awful.
Can you have a separate Master Mode save file?
Yeah.
Okay, then just not too bad.
Yeah, you can only have one, except for the fact that apparently Master Mode's a separate thing. Or at least that's what I've heard. I haven't tried it, but from everything that I've heard people talking about it, it seems like you can have a separate Master Mode from your original one. But originally, because it was before the DLC came out, I just created a secondary account on my Switch.
I guess that also works. Yeah, I need to go play the second DLC. I haven't done that either.
Yo, yo, yo. Here's my yo-yo. I'm gonna play with my yo-yo, yo. Yo, for real, yo? Yo, yeah, yo. And then Gladion's like, I suck so much. And we're just like, yep, don't worry, I'll take him out.
Pretty much. Also, your strategy of killing this call before we started did not work.
Interesting. I'm still waiting for that. That's interesting. I'm still waiting for that day that you're gonna finally get a computer that works.
I just need to get a bigger C drive is what I need. The rest of my computer is totally fine.
Whatever excuse you want to use, that's fine. I'm still just waiting on a computer that works.
It's gonna happen soon.
Soon? Sure. Said that like 6 months ago.
Yeah, I know.
Soon, in the cosmic scale of things. We're gonna be like 45, finishing this LP, and you're gonna be like, oh, I finally got a new hard drive. And by then we're gonna be on like quantum processors that interface into our brain, and I'm gonna be like, really? You felt the need to get a new C drive now?
Yep. Seems accurate. Man, that still did a lot.
Yeah, so did that. Bye. Interesting. He probably can't kill us in one hit, and then we can get... Oh, cool, thank God.
No, doesn't matter. Yeah, that quick claw on him was a good item choice.
Aw, son of a bitch.
Also, I did not expect...
Oh, it flinched! Fuck you!
That'll work.
Wow, we're actually faster than him
Oh,
anyways?
right. Yeah, Vikavolt is super slow. I forgot about that.
Oh, nice.
Its base speed is like 30.
Is there anyone that has like single-digit base stat in anything? Probably Shuckle. Shuckle probably has like a 5 in attack or something.
There's a couple really slow Pokemon that have something like that for speed, like the new Ultra Beast in
Ultra Beast, the new Ultra Beast.
Yep, that one. I think its base speed is somewhere around like 10.
Yeah, but 10's still 2 digits. I want single digits.
It might be 8. I don't remember. I remember it being ridiculously low.
What the hell? That guy's fast.
Ow.
I don't remember Pinsir being so fast. That's interesting. Alright, well, you know, whatever. Throw him back out there. I just wanted to get anybody else some time, but I guess we can just roll with this.
Party number, so I'm fine with it.
Really?
Why does all this stuff keep just surviving?
It's because we're under-leveled. We're only 4 levels higher than them. Clearly we should be at least 5 levels higher than them.
That would have probably made a difference there, honestly.
Well, yeah, I mean, he has like 1 health left. Just because. Fuck you. I'll give it a shot. Probably die, but...
That's probably a decent choice.
I think this is literally what I tried last time we fought him, and he killed it with whatever attack Masquerain used.
It shouldn't be able to one-shot us.
I remember thinking that last time. We'll see. Okay. It only did exactly half our health.
Alright, that went much better. Good job, Emperors.
Nah, I mean, whatever.
I wonder if we can survive a first impression.
Probably I don't know, but I don't think anybody else would have been able to either, so I was just like, whatever. Wow.
Oh, nice.
Good roll. Crit, crit, crit.
I'll kill it regardless.
Yeah, but, you know, teabag. How come I can't smash you? I don't know. Maybe it's because you're not intelligent enough to smash me. Hey man, how come I can't smash you? And it's just like, what? And then I pull out my walking stick because I'm still blind, and I'm just like, yeah, over here. Oh. Ah!
Ow,
They
my
erected
shins.
some sort of barrier. I can't get through.
Ow, my shins again.
Oh, there aren't any stickers? This is lame. Why don't you guys put stickers all over this place?
Stickers are mandatory everywhere in Alola.
Interesting. Oh, well, I tried to run off to the side instead of going forward, but it didn't let me. You could at least learn my name. It's not like you have to voice act it. Just throw it in. Alright, whatever. Interesting. I don't know, man. Please stop doing whatever you're doing to your face.
But it's just petting his mustache.
It's so weird. Like, no one does that. Also, ah!
That's an intense battle pose.
It's like, we have no emotion. Ah! Like, I can't
Their
tell
only
if you're.
emotion is rage.
I can't tell if you're trying to emulate emotion and doing a poor job. Oh, that's interesting. That's a nifty ability to copy.
Aww. Why?
Jesus, man.
This will probably two-shot still, I think.
Not quite. But we have physical psychic type attacks.
That'll work.
It's just gonna use a X defense. Oh, of course. Perfect.
Probably faster.
It was trying to figure it out for a second.
Game was just like, oh shit, are they?
I like to imagine in those situations that it's just that it keeps rolling a tie. And it has to just roll that much, and that's why it's that delayed.
Speed tie, speed tie, speed tie.
Well, of course not. You only have one Pokemon, and it sucks.
Cool when it evolves, though.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you guys suck. Let's recognize
Our
it.
experience is so incredibly insufficient. But we should stop this trainer that has a lot of experience. Because clearly they won't be able to do anything. I want to go heal, because I don't know if we get healed before this fight. Actually, wait, we should.
Watch it be the one time that we don't.
Well, I mean, I have another chance before it to go heal if I have to, but I believe that we do.
I'm sure Lily probably does.
Yeah,
That's
my
essentially her
that
job.
was my thought process. Was that our walking Pokemon Center was in here, so
You came.
damn it, where's the dialogue option there? I was like, no. I'm here for Lucamine. Baby, you were late for dinner. Come on, we gotta go. Oh, hey Lily, why are you here? You don't even have the strength of a trainer, you little bitch. It's so unattractive. You
Wow.
ugly piece of crap. I don't consider you my child anymore. You're so fucking ugly.
That's harsh.
Like, man. And then we just walk in after her, and it's like, yeah, I agree. Bye. Interesting. You're happy that I came after you. Interesting. Interesting way to phrase that. Oh, wow, she didn't heal us? Holy shit.
Try talking to her, maybe?
You should heal me. That's what you should do.
What?
You're fucking well, that works.
Oh, okay. I never did that.
I didn't either. I really didn't think that was going to work. Oh, it didn't?
Wait, what?
Well, then what the fuck was the point of that? Alright. Jesus Christ, man. To run all the way back. I'm glad I was able to waste my time doing that and get nothing out of it.
Anything I learned from Pokemon, you find a strange bed, you sleep in it, and you get healed.
Yeah, you feel better afterwards.
As long as
It's
the
always
bed is
worked
empty,
for
you're
me.
good.
Like, in my life, anytime I see a bed, I just go sleep in it, and then I always wake up feeling fully rested. Sure, the cops may have been called, but, you know, at least I feel fully rested.
Ready to deal with whatever situation is.
Then I just run out to do more dog fighting. I mean, Pokemon battling.
I don't know where to segue from that, to be honest.
There is no segue. So, like... Well, I guess Team Plasma was kind of like that. I was wondering why there's never been, like, a... Well, and then in real life, I'm sure this actually has been a thing, but I was like, I wonder why there hasn't ever been, like, a PETA response to Pokemon, but, like, in the Pokemon world. Because I was going to ask, I was like, do you think that, like, Pokemon battling would actually be legal, assuming that Pokemon existed?
I don't know.
Because it really, like, conceptually is pretty much dogfighting.
Yeah.
Like, they don't, like, die, technically, or really get, like, much of a lasting injury, I guess, in the canon.
They'll
but
get hurt, though.
Yeah, they still get hurt. They're still fighting at your command.
Essentially just for competition because you can.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's like, I wonder if that would be legal if Pokemon were real. Because, you know, like most kids that like Pokemon, when I was, like, a child, I was like, oh man, I wish Pokemon were real. It'd be so cool to be going around battling Pokemon. And, like, but now as an adult, I'm like, that would be, like, illegal, probably. I mean, maybe in the reality where they exist, like, things would be different, I guess, maybe? I don't know. It's weird.
Interesting question.
Because then there's also, like, where do these people get any meat? Do they have to kill Pokemon to get meat?
I think they established that in the anime. Like, at certain points, they've, like, ate...
I mean, as if I've
stuff.
watched the anime.
I mean, like, even, like, the first season.
I don't remember that. I mean, you're probably right. I'm not going to say that you're wrong or anything. I just don't remember it.
Slowpoke tails are a thing.
That's true. But they're also a thing that, like, anytime it's brought up, it's, like, brought up as a horrible, awful thing.
I suppose.
And I feel like maybe they don't do this in Pokedex entries anymore. I feel like there are definitely early Pokedex entries that just mention, like, fish and bugs as, like, a general thing.
Oh yeah, there definitely were.
So I'm like, are there, like, animals and Pokemon? And then what really differentiates the animals from the Pokemon? Is it really just, like, that they're another species of Pokemon, but they just, like, suck so bad that nobody has ever bothered training them? Like, I don't know. Or is it like you're fishing and you're like, oh, I need a worm to put on my line, and you just pick up a Caterpie and just stab it onto your hook?
That's what I would think. Although Caterpie is actually pretty big.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. They don't have any that are small. Even Weedle's like a foot by like 5 or 6 inches tall.
Which does make some of the bug Pokemon kind of terrifying to think about in real life.
Yeah. I mean, Beedrill is like a large child-sized bee.
Yeah.
Like, yes, that is very terrifying.
Or like Ariados is a spider like bigger than you are.
Yeah, you could ride it around. Although, to be fair, in the reality where these are like a normal thing, like, would you be scared of spiders? Because the only spiders you would have ever seen would be like Ariados or Galvantula or Spinarak. Like, you wouldn't, there wouldn't be like spiders like normal spiders, unless there are, which still hasn't really ever been like addressed in any way. So, it's an interesting question.
Fair.
These are the questions that need to be answered, Jay.
I agree.
We need to
I
get
think
up
these are important
whoever
issues.
the head person at Pokemon is. We need to get them on the line. get him to answer these questions. Maybe they'll address it in the next Pokemon game.
Yeah, totally.
I really have no idea who to use here.
Just stay in Psychic, because you got the special defense drop.
I guess that's fair.
Get a high roll, this might even kill it. Oh.
That's annoying. Alright, whatever. Well, no. Wait, Fairy doesn't resist Fairy? That's weird. It always like, I know that there's like plenty of types that don't do that, but it always confuses me when types aren't resistant to themselves. Like, I feel like it should be.
I guess except for Dragon, which
just
is
like, yeah, which is like weak to itself, but like, because there are plenty that don't actually like resist themselves, which is weird in my opinion.
Player on to do something.
Like, Ghost is weak to itself as well. And then, you know, things like fighting where it has like no impact either way.
When did we get Flare Blitz? Did I miss that?
Yeah, he got it at level like 46.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
I was just like, yeah, Flame Charge sucks, get rid of that.
That makes it so much better.
Like, holy god, that was a lot of recoil.
Well, yeah.
Is there a held item that gets rid of recoil? Because we should probably put that on him if there is.
There's not.
That's unfortunate. Really, out of all the bullshit held items they have, they don't have one that prevents recoil damage?
Nope.
That's gay. That's just...
The closest you could get would be, I guess, like a Shell Bell.
I mean, like... Yeah, it's kind of cheap. And could... I guess for certain moves to be game breaking, but it's like, really? Like, it's... Come on.
That would be particularly game breaking. I mean, there's already abilities that prevent recoil, it's just only a few specific Pokemon can get them.
Right.
Nice. Speaking of game breaking, with all the bullshit that they have in this game with the Pokemon...
Yeah, exactly!
I don't think there's anything that the item would make worse.
Yeah.
I think you can break the game more than like randomly avoiding 100% moves.
Night Slash. No, Foul Play is better. And then Dark Pulse is special. Yeah, we're good. Don't need that. Even though that would like guaranteed always crit. Maybe we should learn that.
It might be better than Foul Play then.
Because this has high crit and we have whatever, like Super Luck or whatever it is.
Yeah, it makes it essentially like 105 base power. It always crits.
Do you know how much the higher attack stat thing?
It basically like Honchkro's attack stat doesn't matter at all when you use that move. It uses the attack stat of the opposing Pokemon to calculate damage.
That actually probably is.
So it's really situational.
Not
it
good.
Can be better, but
I mean, he has really high attack though, so it
right.
would very rarely be higher than it would be just using his attack.
Yeah, Foul Play is better on Pokemon that don't have that good of an attack stat.
Right.
Generally.
Like me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's fine. That's my favorite thing, when you Volt Switch into, oh, I can just switch again. Haha, take that. Wow, nice. Good turn. Oh, but you didn't dodge? Disappointed.
After all that, you're just disappointed when one of the extra rolls doesn't go our way.
Yeah, exactly.
Fire Punch, Fire Fang.
Goodness gracious. Oh wait, does it have really high defense or special defense?
Physical.
Okay. Actually, what's this? Yeah, I'll give him a shot. So I've been watching Stranger Things. I feel like I've told you about that.
Oh.
And I'm trying to remember how this conversation started. I was talking to Savannah about it at some point because I think I just mentioned that I was watching it, and she was like, "Oh, who's your favorite character?" And I was like, "Well, Hopper, obviously."
Good answer.
Followed by 11 and Joyce in that order.
Okay.
And then, mainly because I'm old enough where I have a crush on Joyce, but 11's actually, like, really cool. So that's why it's in the order that it is.
Okay.
But so when I asked who her favorite character was, she was like, I like Hopper and 11, I hate Nancy. And the problem is I always forget Joyce's name. It took me like a minute to remember it when I was trying to send the text because I just know that it's Winona Ryder, so I always just think of her by her actual name. And so she said that she hated Nancy, and I immediately, even though I literally just used her name, thought that she was talking about Joyce. I was like, why? And her response was, Nancy is a shallow cunt. And I was thinking about it, I was like, what has she done that's shallow? And then I was like, oh, I was thinking of Joyce. And then I like figured out who she was actually talking about, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Sounds accurate.
Especially in season 2. Like, she was like kind of annoying in season 1, but like season 2 like really kicked it up a notch, which is also weird because Steve, and we had a whole conversation about Steve because she
becomes like a redeeming character. He's
yeah,
like
well, and she was talking about how Steve was like such like a shithead in the first season and whatever, and I was like, okay, look, yes, but he's mostly fine by the end of the first season.
Yeah,
and even some of the things that he does, like, they're not great, but I don't think they're like that terrible. Because she mentioned like him like pressuring her into like sleeping with him, whatever, and I'm like, I honestly don't feel like that is any more than like any high school guy would do, because like really when they actually did have sex, he was like, hey, so you're gonna change? And she was like, yeah, I need some privacy. And he's like, alright, and then just like turns around and walks away, and then she's like, Steve, and takes her shirt off, and he's like, alright. So don't really feel like he super pressured into that. Maybe some peer pressure on like the drinking, which isn't great, but yeah, then like by the end of the first season he was like fine.
By the end of the second season he might be like my favorite character.
I liked the little like bonding moment that he had with Dustin. I thought that was pretty well done, and definitely showed him like not being as much of a douchebag as they had kind of made him out to be in the first season. And the second one, he's like just getting like shit on. Nancy's like the worst girlfriend ever. It's like, oh, I know I've only had a few drinks, but I'm just gonna call bullshit on our whole relationship. And he's like, you don't love me? And she's like, bullshit. It's like, what the fuck kind of crap is that? And then next thing she's like, I was drunk. You can't call me on things where I give my honest opinion while I'm drunk. Everyone knows that.
Totally how that works.
It's like, I'm pretty sure that's explicitly how that doesn't work. Like, if you make a slightly off-color joke when you're drunk, that's little bit more forgivable because it's something that you wouldn't say normally. It's just like,
yeah, that I have no problem with, because I mean,
but when you like when you throw out some harsh truth, you can't be like, no, I was drunk. Like, if she'd been like making fun of his hair or something, that'd have been one thing. That'd have been like, okay, I'm sure he's sensitive about it, and he's probably gonna be upset that you made fun of his hair. But it's like, okay, you're drunk. That's understandable. Right. When you're like, our whole relationship is a lie. Yeah, I can't really pass that one off as a joke. Also, where did we sleep that we're just like, I'm gonna walk into this other bedroom without somehow noticing that she's outside? This makes no sense.
These are all good questions.
Whatever. Also, like, what the fuck? Someone needs to dust in here. This is ridiculous. All this shit floating around in the air.
Dust? Is that what that's supposed to be?
I mean, probably not, but that's the only thing that I can... I mean, unless this is fucking the Upside Down breaking through.
I don't know, man.
Have that weird, like,
weird.
moss fungus shit floating through the air. Oh, well. I guess we'll go outside and find out if we really are in the Upside Down next time.
Take a turn.
Thanks for watching, guys.
See ya.